Field Report, CC-004, The Cult of Claus Part 4, Reindeer Propulsion, Sleigh Physics, and the Midnight Time Paradox by Tim Misterson of Mistooken Prime, Department of Impossible Transportation and Seasonal Chrono Distortions, filed after attempting to calculate the Claus velocity to cookie ratios. The numbers should not exist, and yet they do. Subject, the Claus Transit System, a violation of physics, logic, and possibly morality. In this phase of the investigation, I examine the most baffling element of the Claus cult, his ability to travel the entire planet in one night using airborne mammals, a wooden sled, and enough noise to terrify every household pet on Earth. Humans accept this without hesitation. I do not. First, Reindeer Propulsion, the ungulate launch system. Claus attaches his sleigh to a team of horned mammals known as reindeer, which are not naturally flight capable. However, Claus cult mythology states that these reindeer gain flight through Christmas magic, carbohydrate-based enchantments, or a mysterious glowing-nose navigation beacon strapped to one designated reindeer. This raises several questions. How much lift can 8 reindeer produce? Why only 8? Why is the one reindeer radioactive? Is Rudolph a hazard class 3 illumination creature? The reindeer display, vertical ascent ability, lateral acceleration, anti-gravity hooves, and a resistance to wind shear that defies all known biology. They may not be reindeer at all, but rather ungulate-shaped aerial drones with organic components. Further study is required, but the drones keep moving and I keep screaming. Second, sleigh aerodynamics, or the lack thereof. Claus's vehicle is described as wooden, open air, brightly painted, and entirely lacking anything resembling aerodynamic efficiency. It has no windshield, no insulation, no visible control mechanisms, no structural integrity, and no seatbelt, which is genuinely concerning. This sleigh somehow reaches orbital adjacent velocities without bursting into flames or flinging Claus into the stratosphere. Conclusion, the sleigh is powered by a form of localized reality distortion. He bends physics around the sleigh like a warm blanket of denial. Third, the Midnight Paradox. Visiting the entire world at once? Humans insist that Claus visits every household at midnight. This is impossible. Earth has multiple time zones. Midnight occurs continuously around the planet. Claus should be chasing the dark side of the Earth like an exhausted lunar moth, and yet he appears to visit every household at their midnight simultaneously. This means Claus is performing chronological microhops, localized temporal freezes, and dimensional stacking, or short bursts of quantum duplications. He may be splitting into avatars across time streams, each one fueled by different cookies at different temporal anchor points. The Claus entity may exist outside of linear time, dipping into the human timeline at thousands of simultaneous coordinates like a cosmic hummingbird. Humans shrug and say, he's just fast. They are adorable. Fourth, delivery logistics. Claus must land on billions of rooftops, avoid radar detection, slide down chimneys despite questionable fit, distribute gifts, consume offerings, return to the sleigh, and relaunch into orbit in under 3 seconds per home. This level of efficiency suggests teleportation, time dilation, or an army of unseen subclauses working in parallel realities. He may in fact be a distributed hive entity. More research is being conducted, though the elves continue to break into my equipment. Conclusion, the Claus transit phenomenon remains unsolved. The Claus transportation ritual is physically absurd, biologically improbable, temporally inconsistent, and cosmologically alarming, yet humans accept this explanation with absolute confidence because the alternative is acknowledging they let an interdimensional being enter their homes at night, filed from a safe distance behind a shield of anti-ungulate energy. Tim Misterson of Mistooken Prime, currently monitoring the temporal flux surrounding the North Pole.